Now, before you rush out to get a new flashlight because yours is not working, watch this video. I'm going to be taking this Nebo flashlight apart and show you what I did to get this working again. The only tools needed are a multimeter, some pliers, a screwdriver, and a piece of wire. In some cases, you can probably take the entire flashlight apart without any pliers or screwdrivers at all. The multimeter is going to be used to check continuity on the light bulb and the switch. You want to always check and make sure you have continuity. For those that don't know what the continuity feature is on a multimeter, it is used to check for a complete path for electric current. This helps identify if you have a broken circuit path. If you have a complete path, you should hear a beeping sound on your multimeter. The continuity symbol on your multimeter looks like a Wi-Fi symbol that is sideways. So I take the multimeter leads and I place them on the LED light. Based on the continuity test, I'm able to see that there is a complete path on the LED light. I can hear the multimeter beeping, which is the indication that there is a complete path. So now what I'll do is test the actual LED with a AA battery. Now the flashlight uses a AA battery as a source of energy. I attach a wire on the negative side of the battery, and now I'll attach the top of the battery to the bottom of the LED light. And then I attach the other end of the wire to the side of the LED light. This ensures I have a full path. And we can tell we have a full path because the LED light turns on. So obviously we can see that the light is in good work condition. And now we can move on to the next step, which is to check the switch. Now you may be thinking, well, the switch clicks on and off. It doesn't sound like it's broken, but you'd be surprised. And here is where I found my problem. So first I had to unscrew the case that holds the button in place. It was a little hard to take off, but with a little bit of persistence, I was able to unscrew it. I then checked for continuity with the multimeter and noticed that there was none. Here in the video, you can see that it already has continuity, but before it had none. So I went ahead and took it apart, and when I took it apart, nothing looked to be broken on the inside. So what was causing the problem? Well, the problem was that the metal parts were not making proper contact because they were not clean enough. They had some corrosion. So because they had some corrosion buildup on them, it was not letting the metal parts make proper contact and make a complete path. You could hardly see or tell it had any corrosion. So what I did is that I took some alcohol wipe and started to clean out the metal parts that came in contact with each other. Now, alcohol wipe is not the best method to remove corrosion, but since it was minimal, I thought it would be something that would work just fine. Now, once I did a thorough clean of the metal part, I made sure they were dried and then proceeded to reassemble the switch. And once I did that, I got some continuity going. As you can see in the video, the switch has continuity. That right there was my problem. No continuity because the button had corrosion inside, which was preventing a complete path for the electric current. So before you go out and get yourself a new flashlight or buy a new LED light, first check to see if you have continuity on your switch and your LED light. This will help you save some money. So if you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, help out the channel. Thank you very much for your time. Have yourself a great day.